Before we start, if this moves you, please subscribe and leave a like. Every bit helps. Support links in the comments. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I used to chase the bigger thing, the louder and the more. Fill the house with everything until I couldn't see the floor. But somewhere in the middle of all that accumulation, I lost the thread of what I was actually living for. Then one afternoon I sat beside my garden in the quiet and understood that everything I'd needed had been here. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is the small and true. My granddaughter fell asleep against my shoulder after lunch, her whole weight trusting mine like I was solid as the earth. And I sat there not moving for an hour in the heat, because some moments are too full to move and too rare to not feel worth. I've been to all the places that I thought would make me whole, but the things that filled me never had a price tag on their soul. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is the small and true. Not the house, not the title, not the version of yourself you perform for all those years just to be enough. It's the Saturday that had no plan, the friend who told the truth, the garden that came back despite the frost. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Something worth keeping doesn't always come with a price tag or a name. Something worth keeping is the smell of coffee, is the sound of summer rain, is the voice that calls on Tuesday just to say I thought of you. Something worth keeping is already here, is already you. You don't need more. You never did. The mirror used to be a place I'd pass without a second look. Now I stop and take a moment just to see what time has took. There's a softness in my jawline and a silver in my hair, and something in my eyes that wasn't always quite there. I spent so many years trying to hold back what was coming. Now I'm standing at the door, and I'm finally letting it in. Graceful, not the way I planned, but graceful still. Every line of road I traveled, every year a thing I filled. Graceful, not invisible, not done, just a woman in her fullness, walking slower toward the sun. My daughter touched my face last week and said I look like art. I laughed it off, but later let it settle in my heart, because the women I have always found most beautiful to see were the ones who wore their living without apology. There's a freedom on the other side of caring what they think. I'm just arriving at that shore and stepping to the brink. Graceful, not the way I planned, but graceful still. Every line of road I traveled, every year a thing I filled. Graceful, not invisible, not done, just a woman in her fullness, walking slower toward the sun. I watched my mother fight it, watched her grieve each passing year, spend her energy on battles that were never hers to win. I won't do that, I won't arrive at the end of this still scared. I wanna go out worn and luminous and glad for where I've been. Graceful, not the way I planned, but graceful still. Every line of road I traveled, every year a thing I filled. Graceful, not invisible, not done, just a woman in her fullness, shining slowly toward the sun. This is what becoming looks like. And it's enough. I found a photograph inside a box beneath the stairs. A girl in cut-off jeans and sunlight, standing without care. She's laughing at whoever held the camera that day, with her whole life still in front of her and nothing in the way. I stood there in the hallway for a long and quiet minute, trying to remember how it felt to be that free. She was 22, with her hair down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, and I barely know her name. She was 22, and I will never be her again, and I would not trade places all the same. She thought that she was ordinary, thought she had no light. She worried about everything, cried most every night. If I could sit beside her now and tell her what I know, I'd say, honey, you are braver than you'll ever let yourself be told. But she had to live it all the way to understand that the woman she'd become was worth the journey and the scars. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, and I barely know her name. She was 22, and I will never be her again, and I would not trade places all the same. There's a grief in growing older that nobody warned you of, not for what you lost, but for the girl you left behind. I hope she knows I carried her through everything that came. I hope she knows I think about her every now and then, with nothing but kindness in my mind. She was 22, with her head down and her heart open wide. She was 22, didn't know yet what was waiting on the other side. I look at her and love her, like a daughter, like a friend. She was 22, and look how far we've come. Look who we are now. Look how this story ends. I see you, girl, I always did.
I used to think that love was supposed to feel like urgency, the kind that moves like weather, loud and full of electricity. And I won't say that wasn't real, because it was, but I didn't know there was another country past it, past the fireworks and the friction, past the need to prove and be proved right. There's something I had no name for then. Softer now, we are softer now, not quieter in feeling, deeper in the knowing. Softer now, we are softer now. The edges that we fought across have turned to something open. I didn't lose the fire when it softened into this. I just found what the fire was becoming. We are softer now. You don't have to fight to be understood anymore. I know you before you finish. your sentences. And you know the looks that mean I need some room to think. And you give it and I give it, and somehow that's the deepest love of all. Because the love that knows you well enough to give you space is not a lesser love at all. It's the kind that took the years to make. Softer now, we are softer now, not quieter in feeling, deeper in the knowing. Softer now, we are softer now. The edges that we fought across have turned to something open. I didn't lose the fire when it softened into this. I just found what the fire was becoming. We are softer now. Young ones don't trust quiet love. They think the silence means the feeling's gone. But I know now that silence can be full. I know now that gentle is not small. The softest version of this love has more inside it than the loudest version ever could. Softer now, so much softer now, and I am more in love with you than ever. Somehow softer now, we are softer now, and all the softness was just all the love made wise. I wouldn't go back to the fire. I would stay right here in this quiet warmth forever. We are softer now. Turns out the softest version of a love is also the most unbreakable. I used to wait to speak until the room got quiet. Used to choose my words so carefully. Nobody tried, nobody pushed back, nobody looked too long. I kept my real opinions in a place nobody'd find them. But a voice that goes unheard long enough starts to wonder if it ever had a sound. And I got tired of wondering. I'm louder now than I was then. Not angry, not demanding, just present again. I've been whispering in rooms that couldn't hear me anyway. I'm done with whispering. I'm done with halfway. There were tables where I laughed at things that weren't funny, rooms where I agreed just to keep everything sunny. I was fluent in the language of the almost said. Full conversations happen that never leave you start to cost you. And I've been paying that price long enough now. I'm louder now than I was then. Not angry, not demanding, just present again. I've been whispering in rooms that couldn't hear me anyway. I'm done with whispering. I'm done with halfway. It's not about the volume, it's about the willingness to let the real thing out without rehearsing its forgiveness. I spent so long editing myself before I even spoke. Now I'm saying the first true thing and letting go the smoke. I'm louder now, and it feels like breathing, like a window finally opened in a room I've been leaving. I've been whispering in rooms that wouldn't hear me anyway. I found my voice again, and it sounds like me today. The truest things I ever said were the ones I stopped swallowing. Found each other in a college dorm in 1983. He knocked on my door to borrow sugar and never really left. We've lived in different cities, raised our kids on different coasts, but every Friday morning there's a text that says I'm here. We've held each other through the losses that don't have a name, the kind that don't make sense to anyone who wasn't there the same. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, and I'd give 40 more. You sat with me the night my marriage fell apart at the seam. You didn't try to fix it, didn't tell me what to feel. You just poured the wine and let me talk until the talking stopped, and in the morning made me eggs and said, now let's get real. There's a love that doesn't ask for anything but showing up. You have shown up every single time without a second thought. 40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, and I'd give 40 more. When they talk about the loves that shape a life, they always mean the romantic kind.
40 years of Fridays, 40 years of you picking up the phone, 40 years of knowing that I never really do this alone. 40 years of Fridays, coffee cups and honest talk, the one who knows the whole damn story, every stumble, every walk. 40 years of Fridays, God, I hope we get 40 more. Same time next Friday, always. Always. He never wrote me poetry or filled a room with flowers. He showed up when the pipes burst on a Sunday in the cold. He sat with me in waiting rooms through more than a few hard hours, and never once made me feel like that was more than he could hold. The world rewards the grand gesture, the fire, the dramatic scene, but nobody writes the love songs for the ones who just stay clean. The man who stayed, and staying wasn't easy or exciting or new. The man who stayed when half the world would have walked right through. No headlines, no glory, no roses in the rain, just a quiet kind of faithful that I'll never stop being grateful for. The man who stayed. I watched him age beside me, watched the gray come in his hair, the way he reads his book at night, not knowing that I'm looking. There's a tenderness in ordinary that the young don't know is rare. Safety in a man whose word means everything he's spoken. I used to want the lightning, now I understand the truth. The thunder shakes the windows, but the roots hold up the roof. The man who stayed when staying wasn't easy or exciting or new. The man who stayed when half the world would have walked right through. No headlines, no glory, no roses in the rain, just a quiet kind of faithful that I'll never stop being grateful for. The man who stayed. There come a day I have to face a morning without him here, and every ordinary Tuesday will feel like a cathedral. So I am learning now to say out loud what love means while he's near, because the man who stays deserves to know his staying made it all feel real. The man who stayed, and staying wasn't easy or exciting or new. The man who stayed when half the world just a quiet kind of faithful, that I'll spend the rest of my life being grateful for the man who stayed, still here, still mine, still everything. Been so many versions of a person almost right, almost what they needed, almost worth the fight, almost comfortable in my own skin on a good day, almost honest in the things I didn't quite know how to say. Almost has a weight that only gets heavier with time. And one morning I woke up done with almost, done with the almost life. Finally me, not the version I rehearsed, not the one who always put her own name last, and everyone else's first. Finally standing in the middle of my own life without apology. Finally me. There's a photograph from years ago, I couldn't look it straight. Something in the eyes I'd learned to keep behind a gate. But I found it on a Sunday when the light was coming through, and for the first time in a long time I said, I remember you. And the distance between then and now felt like a road worth walking, not a loss to grieve, but a story finally worth telling. Finally me, not the careful edited version, not the one who swallowed everything to soften every burden. Finally standing in the full light of my own story without apology. Finally me. This is not the ending, this is the most alive I've ever been. Every year of finding out was leading me to here and now and in, to this breath this morning, this unhurried sense of knowing that the person I was always meant to be was always worth becoming. Finally me, and it feels like coming home, like a song I always knew the words to, but had never sung alone. Finally standing in the center of this one and only life. Finally me. The longest journey any of us takes is back to who we always were. Caught my hands in the kitchen light this morning by the sink. The way they held the coffee cup, I stopped and had to think. These knuckles and these river lines, this skin that's starting to show. I've seen these hands before somewhere a long, long time ago. She needed bread on Sunday mornings, humming to herself. I never thought I'd be her, now I'm nothing else. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She never called herself a hero, never asked to be seen, just showed up every single day for everyone between. I watched her hands and never thought to say how much they meant. Now mine are doing all the things that hers were heaven sent. There's a strength in what these hands have carried without praise, a quiet kind of legacy that lasts beyond our days. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I used to think that scared me. Now I trace each line like a map she left to guide me. She's been gone 11 years, and still I reach to call her name when something breaks or blooms, or when the grandkids misbehave. And every time I look down at these hands that look like hers, I feel her in the room again, like love that never leaves. Hands like my mother's, telling every year I've lived, every meal I've made, every child I've held, everything I've given. Hands like my mother's, and I'm not scared anymore. These hands are how she stays, and how I carry her forward. Same hands, different woman, same love.
BPM 66 to keep the peace intact. Opinions, mornings, versions of myself I can't get back. But somewhere in the giving there were things I held on to, small and stubborn seeds of who I always knew I knew. They weren't loud enough to notice in the noise of all those years, but they were growing the smiles and tears. All that I kept is all that I am, the thread that ran through everything, the original plan. I've been, but I didn't break. I drifted but came back. All that I kept was enough to find my way from there. A journal in a drawer that nobody ever read, a song I hummed in private, certain things left unsaid. The part of me that watched from somewhere slightly to the side, taking careful notes on everything I couldn't say out loud. That witness never left me, never traded me away, and I'm grateful for that quiet keeper every single day. All that I kept is all that I am, the thread that ran through everything, the original plan. I've been, but I didn't break. I drifted but came back. All that I kept was enough to find my way from that. To anyone who's wondering if anything survived the years of compromise and caretaking, of swallowing the tears, something in you kept the flame behind the hand that hid it. You'll know it when you feel it. You never really lost it. All that I kept is all that I needed, more than I imagined, more than I considered. The thread that ran through everything was stronger than I knew. All that I kept has brought me here, and here is finally true. The self you protected in the quiet years was worth every bit of keeping. Could have gone to Portland, you could have stayed in your hometown. We almost made a dozen different lives before we made this one. And sometimes late at night I think about those other roads, not with longing but with wonder at the shape of what we chose. Because every road we didn't take led someone else somewhere that wasn't here. And here it turns out is the good part. All the roads we didn't take led us exactly to this table, this life, this face. All the roads we didn't take, we're making room for everything we can't replace. I'm not mourning all those other versions of a life. All the roads we didn't take were right. The job I turned down, the place we almost moved to. The year I thought about it all and almost walked away. I look at it now like someone looking at a painting. I can see the composition, how each piece had to be placed. So I'm keeping nothing in the column of regret. I'm moving it all over to the column marked I see it now. The whole thing was intentional. All the roads we didn't take led us exactly to this table, this life, this face. All the roads we didn't take, we're making room for everything we can't replace. I'm not mourning all those other versions of a life. All the roads we didn't take were right. There's a freedom on the other side of what if. When you finally lay the alternate stories down, when you look at what you built inside the life you actually lived, and you say, yes, this one, I'd pick this one again right now. The other roads can go wherever roads that aren't yours go. All the roads we didn't take, I don't even visit them in memory anymore. All the roads we didn't take gave us space to go completely deep in this one. I'm not half somewhere else, I'm all the way, exactly where I'm supposed to be. This was always the right road. The life you lived is the one that knew what it was doing. Trust the road you're on.
I used to move through every room like something unresolved, like a question without patience, like a knot that won't be solved. Always reaching for the next thing, always braced for what comes after, filling every silence with the noise I mistook for laughter. But the river doesn't hurry, and it still finds the sea. And somewhere in that thought, I started finding me. Still water, still here, still whole, not waiting anymore, not playing a role. I used to think that peace was just the absence of the storm. Now I know it's something you grow into, like a worn and favorite coat. I made my peace with roads I took and roads I didn't take, with the choices that I'd change and the ones I wouldn't make. There's a kind of freedom living on the other side of regret, when you've held it long enough to know it hasn't beaten you yet. And the things I can't undo have made me who I'm standing as. And I'm standing pretty easy on that ground. Still water, still here, still whole. Not waiting anymore, not playing a role. I used to think that peace was just the absence of the storm. Now I know it's something you grow into, like a worn and favorite coat. It didn't come from fixing everything that once was broken. It came from leaving certain battles beautifully unspoken. From learning that surrender isn't losing, it's arriving at the shore you didn't know you'd been working toward your whole life. Still water, still here, still mine. Every year has made the edges of this life more fine. I used to think that stillness was a thing I had to earn. Now I wear it like the light I finally stopped trying to return. The deepest water is the water that has learned to rest. The tomatoes came in late, but they came in red and full. The neighbors' kids are running through the sprinkler in the heat. I've got nowhere I need to be before the sun goes down. And for the first time in a long time, it feels like a gift to me. I used to rush through everything like time was running out. Now I sit inside the middle of it just to feel it out. One more summer, barefoot on the porch at 8, watching the fireflies come out while the daylight slowly fades. One more summer, Lord, I don't take it lightly. Every warm and ordinary day feels like it was made for me. I called my oldest daughter just to hear her laugh a while. We talked about her garden and the way her baby smiles. Small things, just small things, but they filled me up so much. I hung up and sat quietly and felt the world enough. There's a gratitude that comes to you when you've seen enough hard days, that turns the simple moments into something close to grace. One more summer, barefoot on the porch at 8, watching the fireflies come out while the daylight slowly fades. One more summer, Lord, I don't take it lightly. Every warm and ordinary day feels like it was made for me. I buried people who would give anything to feel this heat, to taste a homegrown tomato sit inside this summer like it's all there is to do. One more summer, barefoot on the porch at 8, watching the fireflies come out while the daylight slowly fades. One more summer, and I mean it when I say I would not trade one ordinary moment of this day. One more summer, and I am enough.
I've been carrying these words like stones inside my chest for years. All the thank yous and the sorries and the things I let go unsaid. Too proud, too tired, or just too used to you to say them out loud. Now I'm putting them all down like letters I should have mailed. Because what if you don't know? What if all this love I feel is invisible to you? I can't let one more sunset slide by. Every word I swallowed for too long, I'm finally mailing every one of them to you. I never told you what it meant the night you sat beside me when my mother passed and I couldn't say a word. You just stayed, didn't try to fix or fill the silence. The kind of love lives past the edges of what's heard. There's a letter there I've never sent that says you made that darkness survivable, and you deserve to know. Letters I never mailed, every letter finally finds you. The greatest waste of love is the love that lived inside you and never found a voice.
I used to move my chair so you'd have more room, pulling my elbows, lower my voice, leave before noon. I learned to laugh at jokes I didn't find funny, learned to need less, ask for less, cost less than money. But somewhere in the middle of all that shrinking, I caught myself disappearing, and I started thinking, there's room enough for me at this table, room enough to breathe, room enough to stay. I've been folding myself into corners for the very last time today. I've worn polite like a coat in the August heat, kept my opinions quiet on every crowded street. But the years have a way of asking what you traded, and I've got answers now that won't be understated. I'm not looking for a fight, not looking for an audience. I'm just done with all this quiet disappearance. There's room enough for me at this table, room enough to breathe, room enough to stay. I've been folding myself into corners for the very last time today. It wasn't one moment, it was 1,000 small surrenders, a lowered hand, a swallowed word, a fire down to embers. But embers don't go out, they wait, and I've been waiting long enough. There's room enough for me at this table, room enough to speak, room enough to stay. I spent so long folding myself into corners, but I'm taking up my space today. The chair fits just right when you stop moving.